It's time for a little bit of Monday motivation this morning. So life has dealt you a very rough or a very hard card, and it seems like everything is dark. You cannot stay in that place forever, even if you feel like you want to, or you're slipping into depression or whatever. Now, maybe you have something that you want to start, you don't know an idea of how to get back on your feet. Then this conversation that I'm about to have with Richard Obieche is for you. Now, Richard is a high-performance career coach, an HR professional, and also a management consultant. And he's talking to us this morning about getting back on your feet, especially when there has been maybe a challenge, a setback. They usually call it, I know you motivational speakers, you guys usually call it turning your setbacks into comebacks. I like that. So talk to us this morning. You know, there are many different things that people can term as setbacks in life.
Yes.
It could be really serious issues or issues that are not so serious.
It could be losing your legs, actually. Yeah. Maybe you're a footballer out there and you lost your leg, you know, as a result of a very serious accident, and you feel, oh, life is over for your career has ended. You know, it could be losing a loved one, a spouse. It could be losing a job. It could be losing a promotion. It could be losing a major deal. You actually were hoping that that dream, that breakthrough will come, and all of a sudden, boom, everything is over, you know. There are several things that could hit you. Life has a lot of things, and that's the interesting thing about life, right? Life is sweet. The beauty about life is ability to come back after a setback. That is the beauty about life. That is, you look back 20 years after, and you are saying, wow, so I made it.
Yeah.
You know, I could see some sprinkles of gray hair on your mustache. Yes, that's actually a proof that you made it through some certain issues, some very serious challenges in your past. That has made you who you are now. Right. That has formed you, that has forged you into the kind of person that you are. All right? So one of the ways you can get yourself back is by having mental flexibility. All right? You don't focus on, oh, it has to be this way. Right? You can decide to say, okay, no longer this way. Right. I have to start changing gears. Immediately an adversity hits you, change gear.
Right. So, okay, so it's almost like being mentally aware that I'm in this situation, and then making a decision to, like you said, change gears.
Immediately.
So tell us about changing gears.
Okay, changing gears is simple. You have to now start thinking about plan B immediately. Start thinking about what next. You are in an organization and you lost a very key team member, and that team member helps you achieve your targets, right? Maybe in the bank or whatever it is, right? Or whichever it is. Now, it's important that you start thinking, okay, should I hire or I should move somebody from another department? You have to take that decision on the spot. There's what we call 1-minute managers, right? You have to take it immediately. So changing gears requires that you are thinking not at the spur of the moment, immediately. So the reason why leaders look fantastic is not that there's anything special about them, is that they have mastered the art of changing gears immediately.
And, you know, decision-making, quick decision-making.
Very fast decision-making power. You must have that.
So what about the situation where, okay, it's not a company, it more has to do with personal, maybe a personal relationship. Okay. Some people found themselves divorced or a broken engagement. Okay. And maybe they've invested so much into the relationship or into the marriage. 5 years down the line, it's all broken down. Yes. So how do you change gears in that kind of situation?
Okay, yes, you have to give yourself time to mourn. Everything, life is in durations. Life is in phases. Right? So ask yourself, how long do I want to mourn this incident? And you must understand that you cannot dwell so much in a particular situation. Failure to rise back up, because you have to rise above this issue. You have to see yourself. There's a book I read about Machiavelli. He said something about, yes, there is a lion out there, but you must learn to step over the lion and go and collect the diamond. Yes, it has happened. Yes, you have experienced a huge divorce. That's devastating. That can ruin a man if it's from a man. That can ruin a woman if it's from a woman, right? Whoever it is. But you need to, at the moment, say, okay, fine, I'm going to mourn this. I'm going to let myself heal, and I'll now tell myself, okay, this is the duration I'm going to take. So you must have things time-bound. That's being flexible mentally. okay, you loved this person so well, and Valentine came, and the person decided to move on with another person without any information, no.
And that happens a lot.
That happens a lot.
Suddenly, you're hearing stories.
You're hearing stories, and in fact, the person is posting on Facebook, posting on Instagram, and you're like, what? So you ask yourself, okay, I know I have invested so much, but what next? Right? Let me even, before I even move into another relationship, let me heal for 3 months. That's why you now see somebody say, I'm trying to heal from something. And, spend time, 3 months, no problem. But don't stay there.
So let's talk about the next level. So once you've changed gears, you've decided that, okay, this you made a decision, here's what I'm going to do. That process of getting back up, one day at a time, what am I supposed to be thinking
fine.
about?
Now, remove yourself from that thinking trap. People dwell on issues a lot. A lot of us dwell on issues a lot. So you need to start asking yourself, okay, after this thing has happened, I should stop thinking about it. Remove that, get out from that boundary condition. In physics, there was my first degree was physics, funny enough. So there's what we call boundary conditions. So leave the boundary conditions. A law back then is also in chemistry and is also in physics. It's called Hubble's law. That an electron or a proton, right, would continue to hit the walls of a particular boundary or energy level at a particular frequency, right? It will get to a particular point, it will burst out of that level and move to another energy band. Yes.
So in your own thinking, and so instead of keeping yourself in that particular mental condition for too long, you need to move on.
You need to move to the next level. You need to move to another energy level. You need to ask yourself, okay, this energy has failed me at this point, but I need to... Man has the power to recreate himself. Man has the power to reinvent himself, right? So stop dwelling on that, right? Remove that thinking trap. Get out from that thinking trap and now start thinking, okay, what are the solutions? What are the strategies? How do I navigate through this path? The next thing you're going to be looking at is very simple. Start getting into communities. People say, and it's true, right, that you heal faster when you have people around you. So, the process is easier. So you have people who are looking out for you, who are encouraging you. So don't isolate yourself. Most times, people isolate themselves when they are hit with a setback, right? When you have taken that decision, find yourself around someone. The next thing again you need to do is start having a role model who I can look at. People say it's who you look at that determines who you look like.
So you follow these steps and then try to change your own life, become better, reinvent yourself.
I'll give you an example. So a certain lady was born with a particular disease of the spinal cord, right, in America, and fantastic story. So she couldn't walk. She had difficulty walking. So they were asking her, what has kept you going? Because each time they come to the hospital, they see her smiling, they see her excited. She said that she draws inspiration from the then American president, which is Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Who was on the wheelchair.
Exactly.
Richard, I have to stop you there because time is far spent, but you have provided some direction for us today and some motivation as well. Let us know the steps that we should take. Man has the ability to reinvent himself. Exactly. I know a lot of people are going to be reinventing themselves this week, getting out of a setback. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and hopefully you join us again and conclude this conversation.